Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen, and welcome back to my kitchen if you're regular. Tonight I'm going to be making paella, and paella is a Spanish dish. It comprises of a lot of seafood and sometimes chorizo sausage is used. So anyway, let's get started. In this recipe I'm using 2 lobster tails, 12 shrimps, 7 mussels, 1 chorizo sausage, half a cup of tomato sauce, 2 cups of rice, half of a green pepper and red pepper, 1 onion, 3 garlic cloves, half a cup of white wine, 1.5 chicken bouillon cubes. I'm using olive oil. I'm also using saffron, salt and pepper to taste, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 tablespoon of oregano, 1 tablespoon of Sazón completa, and 1 bay leaf. Now I'm preparing to make a shrimp stock. So I'm peeling the shrimp, and I'm going to use the shells to put in the water and boil for about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to use that broth to put into the rice. And it's going to give your rice a really delicious shrimp flavor. So now I'm going to start making my sofrito. And sofrito is basically onions, peppers, and garlic. Now we are building our flavors to this paella. So we're adding the vegetables, and next we're going to add in the tomato sauce and the other ingredients. So I added 1 bay leaf, and now I'm adding in 6 ounces of tomato sauce. In addition to that, I'm going to add in my dry seasoning. Now my stock is ready, so now I'm going to strain the shells. So now I'm going to add in my 2 cups of washed rice. I'm going to stir fry this for about 2 minutes, and then I'm going to add in my stock, and then I'm going to add in the seafood. So I'm stir frying my rice because I want the rice to absorb the flavors of the sofrito. So to the stock that I made earlier, I'm going to add in a few strands of saffron. I'm going to add my chicken bouillon cubes, and then I'm going to also add a half a cup of white wine. I'm just going to give it a stir, and then I'm going to add in the white wine. So now we're going to let the stock cook for about 5 minutes, and we're just going to taste it to see what it tastes like, if it's too salty, or if we need to add a little bit of water to this. And if it's fine, then we're going to add this to our rice. So in the meantime, I'm going to go over to where our seafood is, and I'm going to get it ready so we can start adding it to the rice. So now we're going to just put our mussels in the rice, and we want to nestle them inside the rice. In addition to that, we're going to add in our shrimp and then our lobster tails. And pretty much from here, all we have to do now is just add the stock into the rice and then let it cook down for about 30 minutes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add aluminum foil over it just so that I can keep still in the steam when I'm cooking the rice. Now I'm adding in my 2 cups of shrimp stock. Now, if your rice starts to dry out during your cooking process, just add a little water to it, or either add a little more wine to it. So I'm just going to add a little more broth to our rice because it looks a little dry. And then I'm going to cover it back up. And I'm probably going to use aluminum foil to keep the steam in. So now I'm going to go over to my chorizo sausage, which I didn't forget. probably thought I did. But anyway, I'm gonna take the casing off of the chorizo sausage, and I'm gonna cook this separately in a pan. So I'm gonna slice it up and then I'm gonna fry it. And once the paella is finished, then I'm gonna add the chorizo sausage to it. It's a lot that goes into this dish, but believe me guys, everything that's added into this dish is worth it. In the end, it's so worth it. Wow, this dish is just absolutely beautiful. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut up some lime slices to add as garnish. So now our chorizo sausage is cooked and we're gonna add that into the paella. So now I'm just gonna garnish the paella with some lime. And if you want to, you can squeeze a little lime juice over the rice. It really is delicious. And now I'm gonna add a little parsley over top of the paella, just give it a little color. And I have a roasted pepper that, I have a pepper that I was roasting, sorry. And I'm gonna go bring that over so that I can start slicing it up. Well guys, it's been really fun teaching you how to make my version of paella. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Follow me on Facebook at Lolita's Cuban Kitchen, also on Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.